Yo, what's up? It's been a while. I've played this game for like probably a decade, I don't know. I've at least done Minecraft Bedrock PvP for like 7 or 8 years now, and I've seen pretty much every mindset possible for this game. I'm just gonna be talking about like the most common archetypes of characters that I've seen when it comes to using cheats and just being cringe. But my hope will Number one is the Comp Pro. This is basically what I was back in the day when I was the best in the world, in quotations, since I was cheating. Yeah, this is what a lot of people were trying to be in 2020 as well, 2021 especially. This is the player who will like maybe be decent at the game, legit, usually not, but they have like one or two specific cheats, maybe only one usually. Mine was a 500 CPS auto clicker, and that just made me Superman. Yeah, these kids will just have one cheat, and that's all they need, and they'll just master it, and they'll do like scrims or 1v1s or whatever, and they'll just try and be the best in the world, best scrimmer ever. And there's probably a lot of them still out there that just never got caught. Number two is basically the same exact thing, just a lot more cringe, and that's the Minecraft PvP scientist. This kid will write an essay, like a master's thesis on why they take less knockback than you. Like they will have so many methods, quotation mark methods, for why they have different PvP mechanics on their client than you do. I mean, really, they just got something injected the whole time. But no, everything needs a 5 paragraph explanation with citations for why their client moves faster than yours when it's time to take knockback. These people are cringe. It's not the worst thing by far, but it's like a lot of these kids will be like so far up their own ass when it comes to like being in denial about cheating that they have this whole like fake wall that's not in reality of why they are able to do stuff that makes them the best in the game.
I'm rubbing peanut butter on my cock.
The next one is the most common one that people don't even want to say is considered cheating, and that's the mouse abuser. This is basically the entire Skywars community right now, but these people will go out of their way to drop like $50 to $100 on like a really shitty Chinese mouse that is purposely designed to basically give them like 30 CPS with zero effort, or they'll have like a macro or something, or they'll set their debounce to like -15 or something so they can get 3 clicks just by looking at their mouse. Yeah, these kids are cringe, still claim that they have skill, but the second we take away drag clicking and any form of double clicking in Skywars, these people are not better than like a C tier scrimmer. I definitely do think there are some people though who are doing this that are still good at the game, such as Yakura. And I mean, it does get to the point where it's like, okay, if there's a consensus that you can just do it and it's allowed, is it really cheating? These people are the whole reason DC Prevent exists. Yeah, I will die on this hill. Double clicking, anything giving you extra clicks that you're not actually physically getting is cheats. I don't think there should be any way around that. I think buying one specific mouse that's designed to do this is cheating. It's basically like buying a Chrono Zen. Like, it's basically a driver level macro if you think about it. Like, I don't see how it's fair. I don't see how it's good for the game, to be able to click 50 CPS and then claim, oh no, I'm drag clicking. Okay, but you're barely having to put any effort. And it's kind of funny, this is the one I'm ranting about the most, since it's like the one people will like die over considering to be allowed.
Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel stupid?
The next one is what the previous ones all mentioned so far turn into once they get exposed, and that's the joke toggler. You'll have like a comp pro or a PvP scientist who like plays this game 18 hours a day and swears they're the most legit, smartest player to ever walk the earth, but then they get caught in a practical test or just basic facts and logic of why they're cheating. After that, it's all jokes. It was all just for fun and entertainment the whole time. Every 1v1 they uploaded against good players, all that, it was all just for entertainment. None of it actually mattered, it was all just for fun. Anytime they're on a scrim or something, oh, the 3.5 block reach I have right now that Hive somehow still can't detect, yeah, that's just jokes. That's just for fun. I'm just a silly little guy. Yeah, I personally hate these kids because, I mean, at least they're not lying anymore, but that's only because they got caught.
Stereo, it beats is for you, so listen.
The next one kind of gets into a different category, and that is the autonomous AI agent. This is someone who has cheats, but is so bad, you wonder if they're even a real person. You'll see a lot of these people in the Asia region playing Skywars, and it is just crazy. These people will have like kill aura. They'll even have like 0 KB. They will not be moving horizontally or vertically. Like, I don't think they're even there to appear to play as legit. Yeah, and that kind of gets into the next one that's basically the exact same, and that's the mobile bot. Again, this was like the most common thing to come across back in like 2020 when like Toolbox would work on Hive. It might still, I don't know. Yeah, these are like, this is like Jimmy on his mom's iPad. Now Jimmy's currently watching Brain Rot. They're basically autonomous AI agents, just like with a small child behind the screen usually.
What I will ask you though is, can you give me one more day? I'm not asking you for a week. I'm not asking you for a month. I'm not asking you for a year. Can you give me one more day?
The next one is the rule bender. This is like the dude that will come up with any reason to not screen share or do a practical test. They would rather play on an Xbox 360 that can barely run Bedrock at 15 FPS so they can plug in a mouse that has macros on it or double clicking so they can get away with having to share their screen while playing for a practical test on PC. Yeah, these kids are annoying, and they're still for some reason allowed to play every CVC. I think we should just ban console players, unless they like, if they're on like a server that has like a CPS counter overhead so you can know they're actually like clicking something fair, you know? This is kind of the problem with Hive. You can really just cheat on there and get away with it, you know? I kind of have a conspiracy theory that Hive purposely keeps their anti-cheat only to ban like blatant stuff, so then everyone who still plays religiously doesn't get punished, so they can keep those players for money reasons. I mean, they'll probably deny that, but it just feels like that sometimes. And it makes sense. I mean, that's the same problem with double clicking, right? Like, it's the whole community, so if you get rid of them, you don't have a player base anymore. But yeah, some other stuff the rule bender will do. They'll basically say they never have a camera. You know, when they get asked to show them actually clicking, their phone can't work, their camera doesn't exist, they're playing on a device that can't screen share, stuff like that.
Okay, mole players don't have feelings. Okay, this guy's cheating. We go next.
The next one is the troll. This is someone who doesn't actually ever like really scrim or play anything competitive. They're just there to stream snipe. This is like the kind of person you'd see who would like fly across the map dressed as like an Obama prism, give potato pie nightmares. Yeah, these kids are usually extremely racist too. That kind of just comes with being a stream sniper. It's kind of funny though. Yeah, there's not much else to say about these guys. They literally just play the game just to cheat on people blatantly. They're in pretty much any game that doesn't have an anti-cheat, you'll come across this. The last one is the cheat developer slash anti-cheat developer. And I mean, this is technically what I am now since I make servers. And these are actually like the only smart cheaters you'll ever come across, because they actually know how like a computer works and how to like edit their game's memory and possibly get away with it. Yeah, they don't have to rely on other people to make shit for them. They can just do it, you know? Like if they want an auto clicker, they don't have to rely on like a mouse software that could easily be inspected. They can make their own invisible program that does it for them. Same thing goes for any other kind of cheat. A lot of the times they're also an anti-cheat developer, which is kind of what I am right now. They'll actually know how the cheats work on a server level. If they own a server, they'll have an anti-cheat that's actually pretty solid, which is kind of funny. That's like what MindMen is on Java right now. Like they have a pretty good anti-cheat, or at least did for its time. And at the same time, they're the people who own Vape. So they have like a complete monopoly in both ways. I've actually got a bonus one, and that is the Rage Toggler. And now this person usually actually isn't bad at the game at all, and usually plays legit, but the second they start losing, they just completely turn into a different player and are suddenly getting in every single hit possible and taking about half the knockback and getting twice the reach. They usually have anger issues and kind of destroy their own setup. It's basically like fighting like an adaptive AI almost that like gets harder the more that you're beating them. But yeah, I guess the conclusion of this video is we should really just like only play on servers with anti-cheats at this point. I mean, technically, yeah, Hive has an anti-cheat, but it's like really not configured for closet stuff at all. It's not bad either, like for certain things. I think it needs a lot of improvement though. And I don't think they really care enough to catch closet stuff since that's a lot of their common player base. If you like the gameplay that you saw in this video, it's my server, swimgg.club. Please play it. Yeah, thanks for watching.